You too. What it do? What it do? What it do? I'm back. Kofi, King Kofi family salute. Man, this is my episode 2 review of Wu-Tang Clan of Michelson. Man, and it's getting better and better and better by the episode. Shout out to Wu-Tang, shout out to Showtime, shout out to this docu-series. I'm loving it, I'm enjoying it. Man, so as I continue from episode 1 review, going straight into the next review. So this time it's about 92, 93, and like I said, RZA is trying to get all the 9 members signed. And at this time, he having a problem because no label wanted to take on all 9 members. So they said, no, we're not going to give you exclusive deals for each member to go sign somewhere else. So at this time, RZA actually linked up with Steve Rifkin, and Steve Rifkin said he would love to sign all 9 members and give them the option to go explore and find solo deals. But Steve Rifkin would like he wanted to have that chance to even match a deal just in case he wanted to keep an artist, a solo artist. So RZA created Wu-Tang Productions, and he signed, tell the artist to sign on my productions, and I could actually work everything with y'all. Jizzy didn't sign under that umbrella because he said, "For like we're family, and your word is bond." So that kept it from there. Meth went to Def Jam. ODB went to Elektra. Ray stayed at Loud. Ghostface, at that time, they didn't even mention Ghostface, but he ended up going to Razor Sharp Records, which was through Sony. Deck stayed at Loud, and Jizza went to Geffen Records. So RZA was happy with that. Like I said, they started to make more records. To Protect Your Neck, the single went crazy, and then the video came for it, and it started to get airplay. And so from there, everything is running, everything is running, everything is running. You God is coming home from jail. He's like, what the hell is going on? He sees the momentum of the album. Everything is like at a high. He's like, I never expected it to be like this. So at this time, RZA had the executive producers, which was Mook, Power, and Divine. So they actually was the executive producers. Then you had Lask. He actually was like the VP of promotions. So the money had to be split 4 ways. They didn't know Divine, which was actually RZA right hand man family member. He was funding Wu-Tang, but I'm not gonna say how, but he was funding them and through the streets. And they didn't know that was like a source that they didn't want that stuff to get leaked. And Divine comes out and speaks in the interview saying I had to be silenced for 25 years to finally say what I wanted to say because I couldn't speak what I wanted to speak. So at this time, he's not speaking too much, but he had to be quiet. So the clan is still dealing with trials and tribulations. ODB is talking about like how in old footage, he's talking about how he had to get his family together because he had 3 children with his wife. And they show ODB wife, she talks about how he changed her and made her a better person. Said he was God, she was earth, and from her being earth, he taught her how to be a better person and gave her a name that had a meaning because she never had that. And she got emotional and broke down, which was sad. Um, RZA just had this plan. Everybody saw the plan; it was working. They was in the studio showing old footage of RZA making cream, how he made it, and he chose Ray and Deck. They spit 64 bars. Cream was actually called The Lifestyle of the Mega Rich, but they ended up changing it to Cream because Method Man friend named Raider Ruckus actually went to jail. He came with Cream, but Wu-Tang coined Cream, cash ruled everything around him. So that was great information to know about that. And Raekwon and Inspector Deck, their rhymes on Cream was talking about their stories, and Method Man was the best at making hooks. So they was very happy about Meth on that hook. So from after making Cream and shooting the video, they went to Arsenio Hall, and the records started to go from 200,000 to 500,000 to 700,000 to 1.2 million to 1.5 million. And there you go. There you go. Wu Tang Clan. Wu Tang. Wu Tang is making moves. They show you God's son at 2 years old got shot in 1994, and he had to learn how to walk again. As far as through like rehabilitation, and that was a hurtful moment because you got to just get out of jail trying to get everything right, but you still dealing with the street shit. You know, they showing footage of Raekwon in Staten Island, racist police officers messing with the executive producers, messing with them. So they're still dealing with the shit. They might make a little money, but that's not showing nothing. Um, so at this time, they're still trying to get their name out there. They're still new, but it's still dealing with the same shenanigans back home because they ain't moved out the hood yet. They're not moved out yet. They actually did a flashback with Method Man saying his mom left his dad um, at 6 years old and went from Long Island to Staten Island. They stayed in a shelter with an African family. So that was actually like, wow, that was kind of deep right there. How they talked about that. That's why Meth said he loved his children so much. He always wanted to be in their life. So that was good. They actually had they reflected on that. Um, like I said, this documentary is so amazing, man. What they're showing is like the things I've always wanted to see. Showing footage, showing old video hosts, video producers talking about how they actually had the first Protect Your Neck tape and playing it. Talking to Nas, Charlamagne and God, Steph Rogan, Tasha Annie Coates, interviewing these people at how Wu-Tang changed them. Havoc of Mobb Deep. Havoc of Mobb Deep said Wu-Tang Clan was like the masterminds of telling their story on wax. They knew that when they told their story on wax, they was the best to ever do it. Some people call Wu-Tang Clan the Beatles of hip-hop. Bullshit. Wu-Tang Clan are their own entity. You can never compare them to nobody. I don't care what nobody say. Wu-Tang, there will never be a Wu-Tang. You can't compare Wu-Tang to no other artist. Not at all. Wu-Tang is their own group. And I love them for that. They show how RZA grind in the studio producing, doing management, making sure the deals is right for all the solo artists, making sure, Dirty going over here and this and this. And Dirty first album was supposed to be called Dirty Kung Fu, but he changed it to Return to 36 Chambers, the Dirty version, and show that he had his everybody know about he used his food stamp card as his album cover. So like I said, it's just amazing to know all this information, and it's beautiful. Like I said, another 60 minutes. I enjoyed, very happy to see this, to see, their growth, to see that when that money came, nothing didn't change overnight, but they still was growing. They still was trying to fight as far as, as in a position in hip hop and try to fight to get their families out the hood and to fight to survive as a black man in America. So that was deep right there. And I love to see that. I love to see, this make me feel good, man. Like I said, how RZA made the Cream beat, that was so sick right there. That was so sick. They said RZA wanted to make all the beats on 36 Chambers so gutter, so street, to let people know we are on street level. Our ears to the street, because that's where we just came from. We're still right there, so we can relate to you. So that's it for episode 2. 2 more episodes to go, and I will be getting those episodes to you as soon as possible. I appreciate the time and effort you're taking the time to look at this video. Appreciate you. Post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Check out the playlist. Click the bell icon to be upload when I upload new content, when I go live. Also, if you'd like to support and donate to my channel, I have Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, peace, everybody. Peace.